Hello fellow scrappers, I am Numan Islam. In this tutorial, we will talk about web scraping using Python from yellowpages.com. Search your keyword, select the location from where you want to extract information, hit find button. After getting this page, you can see this is our search keyword builders in the same location, St. Petersburg. This is display based 30 keyword result. Scroll down, you can see this is company name, phone number, address, rating, website, couple of more information, and how much years in business, how much years with Yellow Page. You can extract this kind of information, and you can see this is another company name and their information, and every company information separated by div you can see, and this company also separated by div you can see. The data is usually nested in tags, so we inspect the page to see under which tag the data we want to scrap is nested. To inspect the page, just right click on the mouse and hit inspect box. When you click on the inspect tab, you will see a browser inspector box. Now you can see this inspect icon, hit here. After that, this is change the color. You can see where our mouse going. This is hover over. Now I'm going to hit here. This is hover over a div with this class. Now I'm going to hit this div. Inside this is another div. When you click this div, you can see this is hover over hold the company information. Now you can copy this class of this div and specify this div, and you can extract this company information. Now open up our desktop, hit Windows and X to get this pop-up. Open up your Windows PowerShell. After open our shell, go back desktop. With the help of make directory, create an empty folder named scrap. You can see this is scrap folder we are created. Now this is empty folder. Now we are go inside this folder, create an Python environment. Our environment name Numan, you can name it anything. Now I'm going to activate our environment name Numan, call scripts, \activate, hit enter. You can see this is our environment name in this parenthesis. That means activate our environment. With the help of pip install requests. In order to work with web pages, we are going to need to request the page. The requests library allows you to make use of HTTP within your Python programs in a human readable way. With the help of pip install beautifulsoup for. The beautifulsoup is a Python package for parsing HTML and XML documents, and it creates the parse keys that is helpful to extract the data easily. Pip install pandas. Panda is a library used for data manipulation and analysis. It is also used to extract the data and store it in the desired format. With the help of pip install times. Now I'm going to open up our code editor in the root directory scrap. I'm using shortcut put dot to open up our Visual Studio Code. You can use Visual Studio Code and use this shortcut to open up your Visual Studio Code inside your command prompt or Windows PowerShell. Now I'm going to close this get started tab. You can see this is our scrap folder we are created. Inside of scrap folder we are create our Python environment named Numan. Now create a Python file inside scrap folder. Our file name info. Remember need .py extension. After create our Python file, import the necessary module, import requests from bs4, import beautiful soup, specify the URL from where we are going to extract information, open up our browser again. This is the yellow page URL from where we are going to extract information. Command A, Command C to copy this URL. Go back your code editor, paste it under single quote. Now create an HTTP headers. We can save it in a dictionary with field name user agent. Now I'm going to pass user agent string, open up our browser, open a new tab, search my user agent, hit enter. Now copy your user agent, Command C, open up your code, paste it under single quote. Here we create a response object R which will store the request response. We use requests.get method since we are sending a get request. Pass URL as a parameter and second argument HTTP headers, variable name headers equal headers. Now I'm going to create a beautiful soup object with the help of beautiful soup. Our beautiful soup object name numanti, you can name it anything, call beautiful soup. Pass request.content. I would prefer the built-in Python HTML parser, call html.parser. So you don't need install and no dependencies. And this time I'm going to print our beautiful soup object. In my case, our beautiful soup object numanti. Ctrl S to save our code. Hit this icon to run our code. You can see this is display whole the URL content of this page. Now I'm going to print only title of this URL. Just call title, save our code, again hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display HTML tag with title, base 30 builders in St. Petersburg. Open up your browser, close this tab. You can see this is our yellow page. In this page, title base 30 builders in St. Petersburg. Now open up your code. You can see this is display this title tag with this HTML title tag. You can remove this HTML tag. Just call .get_text function. Save our code. Again hit run icon to run our code. Scroll down, you can see this is display only this title without this HTML title tag. Now I'm going to comment out this print statement. Create a variable, name numan HTML, you can name it anything. Pass beautiful soup object, in my case numanti. With the help of beautiful soup, call the beautiful soup function find all. Now open up our browser, hit this inspect icon here. After that, I'm going to hit this div. Before we are select this div, now again we are going to specify this div. After hit here, this is hover over this div. Inside this div you can see this is another div. Now I'm going to copy this div class. Before we were selected this class, Now copy this class and remember this is div. Open up our code, specify this div inside this single quote. Now I am going to call this class of this div, paste it here, whatever the class name we are copied. Now I am going to print this Numan HTML to see it works or not. Hit run icon to run our code. After that, scroll down, you can see this is display error, syntax error. It will take one dot, remove one dot. Now save our code, again hit run icon to run our code. Scroll down, you can see this is display similar type of div and their result. Now I am going to print out this statement. Now call a for loop for item in Numan HTML. Create a variable, name it name. You can name it anything. Call item.find function. Open up our browser again. Hit this inspect icon. After that, hit business name here. You can see this is hover over a span tag. Inside this span, provide this business name. Now this span is not class, so you can see this span inside also this anchor tag. If you hit this anchor, this is also hover over this company name. Now I'm going to copy this class of this anchor, and remember this is the anchor tag. Open up our code, specify this anchor, separated by comma. Call this class of this anchor, is this class what we are copied before. Now I'm going to print this name variable, save our code, again hit run icon to run our code. After that, you can see this is display similar type of anchor and their result. Now I'm going to print only name of this company, call text function, save our code, hit run icon to run our code. Now you can see this is display only company name without this type of HTML anchor tag and similar type of HTML tags, only with the help of text function. You can see this is first company name. Open up your browser, you can see this is the first company name and this is second company name. You can see, open up your code, you can see, you can check. Now I'm going to comment out this print statement. Now create a try block, call another variable named telephone, again call item.find function. Open up our browser, hit inspect icon. Now I'm going to hit company telephone number. This is hover over a div with this class. Now I'm going to copy this class of this div. Remember this is a div, provide telephone number. Now I'm going to open up our code, specify this div, separated by comma. Now call this class of this div. Now paste it here, whatever we are copying. Now I'm going to call X block, pass this telephone, as a blank. Now I'm going to print this telephone variable. Save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display similar type of div and their telephone number. Now I'm going to remove this HTML tag, only print out this telephone number. You can do it, just call text function again, dot text, save our code, hit run icon to run our code. Scroll down, you can see this is display only telephone number without any HTML tag. Now I'm going to comment out this print statement, create another try block, create a new variable, name it address, because we are going to extract address. Call item.find function, open up our browser, hit inspect icon. When this is change color, you can hit your address. You can see this is hover over a div with this class. This is only provide locality, none of this state address. Now I'm going to hit this div. This is hover over hold the address. Now I'm going to copy this class of div, and remember this is div. Open up our code, specify this div, separated by comma, call this class of this div, paste this class of this div whatever we are copied before. Now call the accept block, pass this address variable as a blank. Now I'm going to print this address, save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display similar type of div and their result. Now I'm going to remove this HTML tag for text function, save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display only address without any HTML tag. Now I'm going to comment out this print statement, create another try block, pass variable website to extract website information, call item.find function, open up our browser, hit inspect icon. Now hit website. This is hover over a anchor with this class. Now I'm going to copy this class of this anchor. Remember this is the anchor. Open up our code, specify this anchor, and separated by comma, call this class of this anchor. Paste it here what the class of this anchor we have copied before. Now call accept block, pass this website variable as a blank. Now I'm going to print this website, save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display similar type of HTML. Now I'm going to print only this website address. You can do it, just separate this href, save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display only this website address similar type of company. And you can see this blank means this company don't provide their website. Open up your browser, you can check this company don't provide their website. This company provide their website, and you can check any others company. Scroll down and check it. Now open up our code, comment out this print statement. After that, create another try block, pass rating. We are going to extract rating, call item dot find function, open up our browser, hit inspect icon here. After that, go inside rating. This is hover over. Now hit. This is hover over a div with this class. You can see this div also provide this anchor tag, and after that you can see this is also provide this div. This div take hold the ratings content. Now I'm going to copy this class, and this is a div. Open up our code, specify this div, separated by comma, call this class of this div. Now paste the class whatever we are copied before. Now call this accept block, pass this rating variable as a blank. Now print out this rating variable, save our code, hit run icon to run our code. After that, you can see this is display all the div of this rating. Now I'm going to remove this HTML tag and only print this rating. Call text function and save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display ratings, and this blank means this company don't provide rating. Open up your browser, you can see this company provide 3 rating, and this company don't have their rating, but they are provide triple B rating A+. You can open up your code, you can see first company provide rating 3 and second company provide triple B rating A+. Now we are extract this kind of information. Now comment out this print statement, create another try block. Now I'm going to pass years in business, call item dot find function, open up our browser, hit inspect icon here. Now go inside this years in business, hit here. This is hover over span. Now you can see this is inside another div, and this is also another div. If you hit this div, this is also hover over all the content of years in business. Now I'm going to copy this class, and remember this is a div. Open up our code, specify this div inside this single quote, separated by comma. Call this class of this div, paste this class whatever we copied before. Now I am going to call accept block, pass this year in business variable. This is now blank. Now I am going to print this years in business. Now before save our code, call text function, save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display only how much years in business, 20 years in business. Open up your browser, you can see this company 20 years in business. Now I'm going to extract years with yellow paste. Open up our code, comment out this print statement, create another try block, pass this variable named yellow paste, call item.find function, open up our browser, hit inspect icon here. Now hit years with yellow paste. You can see this is hover over spam. Now you can see this is also inside a div. This is count how much years with yellow paste. You can copy this div class, but I'm going to copy this div because this is provide all the content of this years with yellow paste. Now I'm going to copy this class of this div. This is a div. Open up our browser, specify this div inside this single quote. Now call this class of this div. Now paste this class name whatever we copy. Now call this accept block. Pass this yellow paste variable as a blank. Now I'm going to print this yellow paste variable. Before print, I'm going to call text function. Now save our code, hit run icon to run our code. Now you can see this is display how much years with yellow paste. This is provide 4 years with yellow paste. Open up your browser to check. This is provide 4 years with yellow paste, and this is 3 years. You can see, and similar you can check. Now I'm going to comment out this print statement. Instead of every function we are call this print statement, we are create a dictionary to pass this variable and print this type of variable. Create a dictionary, name information, you can name it anything. Now I'm going to pass first variable, name it name. Second variable, name it address. And then telephone. Website. Years in business. Yellow paste. Now I'm going to print this dictionary, name it information. Save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see there is one error. It will take website, but name it this. Save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display similar type of company name and their information what I need to extract. We are select before. You can check. Now I'm going to comment out this print statement. Now I'm going to create our list name numan underscore list, call append function, pass this dictionary name information. Before save our code, scroll up. Now I'm going to create an empty list, name it numan underscore list. Now we are going to save this type of company information inside this list. After that we are going to, now I'm going to call extract function. With the help of Python, pass URL as a parameter. Need to indent this code. And remove this print statement. Instead of this numan HTML variable, we are going to pass return statement. And before this for loop, we are going to call another function with the help of Python called transform. Inside of this transform function, pass our numan HTML variable. Now need to indent this code, or select this for loop and scroll down. Select of this portion. Now hit indent this code. After that call return statement. Now I'm going to define a variable x equal 1. Call our variable name numan HTML, whatever we are created before. Call extract function. After that open up our browser, scroll down. You can see here, you can go to next page. You need to pagination to extract another page information. You can see this is the new URL of this yellow page. This is change the path, copy this URL, open up our code. Now paste it under single quote. After that you can see this is page equal to. Now I'm going to change the URL. Instead of to, call curly braces. Inside of these curly braces, pass x as a variable to define the page, what the page we are going to extract. Now you can see we are defined before x as a variable. Now pass this variable. Now I'm going to call transform function. Pass this numan HTML variable. It will transform this URL. The transform function is super useful when I'm quickly looking to manipulate rows and columns. Now I'm going to print our list, in my case numan underscore list. Save our code, hit run icon. Before run our code, scroll up. This is the URL. Before we are work with that, now I'm going to comment out this URL. Save our code, scroll down. You can see we are going here. Now I'm going to run our code. Scroll down. You can see this is display similar type of company name and their information. You can see. Now I'm going to print length of this portion of this list called length function and close this parenthesis. Save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display 37 result. Now I'm going to comment out this print statement. Instead of this variable calling, we are going to call a for loop for x in range, where pass this variable x inside this for loop. Now pass 1 into 9. This is the page number. You can select. Now indent the code. And remove this print statement. Need to indent this print statement. Now save our code. Hit run icon to run our code. After that, you can see this is display the length of the range 1 to 9 page. Now I'm going to scroll up, import another library, import pandas SPD. Now scroll down. After this return statement and before this for loop, create another function called load. Now create pandas data frame with the help of panda dot data frame. Now I'm going to pass our list, in my case my list name numan list we are created before. Inside this list I'm going to pass this HTML item and print before. You can see after append our list inside this dictionary, I'm print before. Remember, now I'm going to pass inside this pandas. Now I'm going to call data frame dot to underscore csv function. I'm going to specify a file name. In my case, my file name yellow. You can name it anything. Specify the CSV format. This is required, separated by comma, and I want to say index equal false. Now I'm going to create this loop function again and print statement, pass save to CSV and create another print statement. Now I'm going to save our code, hit run icon to run our code. You can see this is display error, scroll up, this is name pandas, save our code, hit run icon to run our code. After that you can see it will showing download. You can see we are going to download up to 1 to 9 page, and inside this print statement you can see here after complete our download you can see this is display save to CSV and save and create another CSV format. Now open up our desktop. This is the scrap folder we are created before. Now open it. You can see this is our CSV format. Open it with the help of Excel. Now you can see this is company name and this is address, this is telephone number, this is website, and this is rating, how much years in business and how much years with yellow page. After that this is okay. Now Ctrl S to get this pop-up, hit yes to keep use this format for your client. When your client open this file it will display this kind of format. Thank you for watching this video.